you are currently lying to yourself. Every time you set an alarm and hit snooze, you aren't just getting 10 more minutes of sleep, you are practicing the habit of breaking a promise to the person who matters most. Most people think discipline is a lightning bolt that hits you when you're inspired, but the hard truth is that if you only do the work when you feel like doing it, you are essentially a slave to your moods. You're waiting for a feeling to give you permission to be great, and that feeling is never coming on the days you actually need it. We live in a world designed to keep us soft and distracted. It's 11 p.m., you're exhausted, but you spend 2 hours scrolling through a feed of people you don't even like, looking at lives you aren't living. You know you should be sleeping or working on that project you keep talking about, but the path of least resistance is just too easy. This is where the drift happens. You don't ruin your life all at once. You ruin it in the quiet moments where you choose the comfort of the couch over the discomfort of the growth. Here at Discipline Wins, we focus on the reality that the only way out is through the things you're currently avoiding. If you're ready to stop negotiating with your weaknesses, stick around and join this community of people who are actually doing the work. The biggest psychological lie we believe is that we need to feel ready before we take action. We tell ourselves we'll start the diet on Monday, or we'll start the business when the kids are older, or we'll have that difficult conversation when the timing is perfect. But the brain is a survival machine, not a happiness machine. Its entire job is to keep you safe, warm, and comfortable. When you try to do something hard, your brain perceives it as a threat and tries to talk you out of it. It uses logic to justify your laziness. It tells you that you've had a long day and you deserve a break. Real discipline isn't about ignoring those thoughts, it's about hearing them and doing the task anyway. Think about the last time you skipped a workout. You didn't just miss a session of lifting weights, you reinforced a mental pathway that says your excuses are more powerful than your goals. Every time you choose the easy path, you're voting for a version of yourself that remains mediocre. It's a heavy realization when you look in the mirror and realize that your current life is the exact physical manifestation of your previous choices. You are exactly where you have chosen to be. That hurts to hear, but it's actually the most empowering thing you can accept, because if you are the one who built this cage, you are also the one who has the key to get out. Building unbreakable discipline doesn't start with a massive lifestyle overhaul. It starts with the boring stuff. It's about making your bed when you don't want to. It's about finishing that last report at work instead of leaving it for tomorrow morning. It's about choosing water over soda when no one is watching. These small wins are the bricks that build the fortress of your character. When you prove to yourself that you can handle the small things, you develop a quiet, unshakable confidence. You stop wondering if you're capable, and you start knowing it because you have a stack of evidence behind you. Imagine a man who wants to write a book. Every day he sits at his desk, and every day he finds a reason to clean the house or check his email instead. He's not a bad person, but he's a person who has lost the war within himself. 10 years go by, and he's still talking about the book at parties, but the pages are still blank. That is the true definition of hell. Meeting the version of yourself you could have become and realizing you let him die because you were too busy being comfortable. Don't let that be your story. Don't let your potential be a ghost that haunts you in your old age. There is a specific kind of peace that comes from doing what you said you would do. It's not the loud, hype-filled energy of a motivational speaker. It's a calm, steady hum of self-respect. When you go to bed after a day where you actually conquered your schedule, you sleep differently. You aren't running from your conscience. You aren't trying to drown out the guilt with noise. You are at home in your own skin. That feeling is worth more than any temporary pleasure a screen or a snack could ever give you. It is the feeling of being the captain of your own soul. The world doesn't owe you a finish line, and it certainly doesn't care about your excuses. Your boss doesn't care that you're tired, your bank account doesn't care that you're stressed, and your future self won't care about the reasons why you didn't show up. The only thing that remains is the work you did or the work you avoided. You have to decide right now if you are going to be a person of your word or just another person who has good intentions. Ownership is the only path to freedom. Take a look at your hands. Look at the room around you. This is your life. It is passing by at a rate of 1 second per second, and you will never get this moment back. You can spend the rest of your day chasing cheap hits of dopamine, or you can do the one thing you've been putting off. The choice isn't between hard work and ease. It's between the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. One of them weighs ounces, the other weighs tons. Choose your burden wisely, because you have to carry it either way. Discipline isn't a punishment for a life you hate. It is the price of admission for the life you love. Own your time, or someone else will. I can't do the work for you, and honestly, no one else can either. Would you like me to help you create a specific daily schedule or a plan to tackle your biggest distraction?